So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1, and Orlando is going for it, and Zach Parker is going to get the first down to the 38-yard line.
Zach attacked. What Orlando needs to do is feed the beast. Just keep feeding Zach Parker.
We take a look at the replay again. Gutsy call on a 4th down and 1 here early in the first quarter. First and 10 from the 38 as Orlando's on the move on their opening possession. Two backs in the backfield and two receivers, and a 4-3 setup. As Matsumoto will swing it out to Parker around the left-hand side, catch the 35, 30, and run out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup to the Baltimore 29.
Now, if you recall the last game that they met, Matsumoto had 4 giveaways in the first half, 4 interceptions.
Second down, 1 from the 29. We apologize for all the issues. I will be back on my regular mic and on the air for the second game of the doubleheader as Corky takes the game off, and we'll make sure to do a more thorough sound check, I guess, for the next game as Zach Parker loses 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 under 8 to go in the first quarter.
There's that number 1 Baltimore Crab defense.
3rd down and 4 at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers top of the screen. Short side right on the right hash mark. For Matsumoto, a scoreless semifinal. As Matsumoto drops the throw, it's going to be fumble. It's a fumble that is scooped up by a lineman, and it's a loss of 5 on the play. More pressure on Matsumoto, but the Baltimore front will push the Intimidators out of field goal range.
Baltimore disguised that very well, very well.
4th and 9 at the 36-yard line. And the punt for Orlando after a promising drive at him inside the 30. This punt will go inside the 10 and will hop into the end zone. Nearly got Baltimore in some very difficult field position as the Crabs will start their second possession. So, Corky, how you doing today?
Doing very well, Cam.
6:49 to go in the first quarter. I can't recall the last time we had such a long delay on the SFL network. This is not the norm for those of you who are visiting us for the first time, so we'll try to continue to get better as we continue to grow. As Mike Dazzo's pass down the middle is knocked away, and Mike Dazzo has not been able to connect with anybody down the field thus far. Rodney Woods knocks it down. It's 2nd and 10, and that's really actually the first time they've kind of gone deep on him.
Yeah, and that set that they ran, single back, 3 wide to the left, they don't run that very often, which is probably why they didn't complete the pass.
2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Baltimore on their second possession. They went 6 plays and a punt on their first. Winner advances to the SFL Championship game on Sunday, and Dazzo will drop the throw. A short pass, nice catch by Quick on the sideline. Gets the toes in. It's a 7-yard gain, 3rd down and 3, and nice execution there by the Crabs.
Nick T. Quick ran a great route, too. That was man coverage, by the way.
3rd down, 3 at the 27. I'm glad everyone's finding some positives in our slight echo. Of course, we can't hear what you guys hear, so we just have to roll with it. 3rd down and 3 at the 27. Laugh it off. You'll live longer. 2 backs in the backfield, 3 receivers with 3 down linemen for Orlando. Play action, Dazzo against a blitz. Dazzo throws to the outside. It's off the hands of the intended receiver. That's the tight end, Schaefer. It's 4th and 3. He had a catch on the last possession, but couldn't reel it in. And both of these defenses are off to a good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to their regular season meeting. And do we have shades of a finish like we had last time, Cam?
We're a long way away from that. We got plenty of time left in this game. Obviously, Minneapolis and Honolulu, the second game of the doubleheader, is going to start very late as Baltimore kicks it away. And Orlando is, for the second time in this game, going to have pretty good field position. A little bit of room to return the punt up to the 37. And if Orlando can avoid the sacks and the fumbles, they could get some points on this drive after coming up empty on their first.
I think the problems that Orlando is having is that Baltimore is able to disguise their defenses very well, as you saw in the last series.
First down and 10 from the 37, and Matsumoto's going to start in the shotgun. Allen is to the bottom of the screen, and Gunner's to the top of the screen. We'll get to the starting lineups, or the star powers, in a moment, as Matsumoto in the gun will take the snap and drop the throw. He'll flip it out to Zach Parker, and Parker cannot avoid Joe Dazzo. And I've said it numerous times over the course of the last couple of seasons, there is nobody better on the outside than Gold Star linebacker Joe Dazzo.
How old is he? Like 100 maybe?
He probably had a birthday while we were trying to get our audio fixed up. Hannibal Seals has 2 sacks already in this game. He forced that fumble on the last drive. Second down and 7 from the 45 and a half to go in the first. 2 backs in the backfield. Zach Parker takes the handoff. Parker once again, a big hole to run through. A 5-yard gain brings up third down and 2. And I tell you, Zach Parker looks really good here in the first quarter.
As I said before, their last game, they just did not feed him enough. Even though they won the game, but it wasn't because of Zach Parker.
Orlando's the number 1 rushing team in the league, 191.4 rushing yards per game. Third down and 2 at the 45, 5 minutes to go in the first. As Matsumoto drops the throw, Matsumoto's going deep down the field. The pass is caught by Allen, who avoids 2 defenders and slides down to the 37-yard line. The first big pass play from either team in this game, and it's a Orlando first down on an Allen reception.
Allen is his go-to guy. Allen was originally with the New York Knights. He's won a championship, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, he's won multiple championships. You know, he won that first one with the Knights, and then he won the second one with Orlando. So he's been in plenty of these big moments, especially out on the outside for Orlando. Trips left as Matsumoto drops the throw. He swings it outside to Parker, and Parker's got 3 people that are going to drag him out of bounds. A 2-yard gain. Eddie Gage and Kenneth Lyons was in the vicinity. Second and 8 officially at the Baltimore 34.
This Baltimore defense is just too good for those flat passes.
4:25 first quarter. Second and 8, a back and forth game, but all punts thus far as Orlando and Baltimore still trying to feel each other out. 3 backs in the backfield as Matsumoto will hand it off on a counter to Zach Parker. And Parker is buried in the backfield. Joe Dazzo, another great tackle, and it'll bring up yet another 3rd and 10 for Orlando on this drive.
If there's such a thing as a beast on defense, it's Joe Dazzo.
Joe Dazzo, an incredible season this year. Second in the league in tackles with 75. 21 assisted, 5 passes defended, 15 tackles for loss. Another 3rd and 10, play action. Matsumoto in trouble, sidearm throw to the outside. It's off the hands of the intended receiver, and we've seen some nerves on the outside from these 2 teams as Orlando will have to punt it away again. Corky, what are you seeing on these routes and these receivers? I mean, they just seem to have stone hands here early on.
Yeah, and part of that too is the defense of both teams.
So Orlando is back to punt it away, standing on the midfield crab logo. And the low snap, the kick is away. This one is not as good as the first, but it's going to pin Baltimore inside the 15-yard line. The return only up to the 14-yard line. That'll bring up first down. Starting lineups for the Baltimore offense. Silver quarterback number 7, Joe Dazzo. Gold Star running back number 36, Elliott Snyder. The receivers are Silver Star number 3, Nick T. Quick. Bronze Star number 17, Demetrius Outdat. As they line up, 1st and 10 of the 14, left hash, pardon. Two receivers as Dazzo drops the throw, and Dazzo will step up in the pocket, running out of time. Dazzo still looking for a receiver, and he fires it right off the top. Baltimore crab first down. What a job by Mike Dazzo. That
offensive line gave him like 2 or 3 days to complete that pass.
Demetrius out that, and look at how he sort of ad-libbed there.
Right.
He was stuck in his route and found an open gap in the middle of the field, and what a play by the Bronze Star there. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Crabs. Most exciting play of the day. I'm sure we'll have plenty more. 1st and 10 at the 37. Two receivers, one to either side. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo deep down the field. Caught again. Inside the 40. That's out that. Out that to the 35 for a Crab first down. 2 catches for 52 yards. What a throw from Dazzo there on the right-hand side. Clock keeps ticking as the Crabs are trying to put the first points up on the board. Two receivers, both to the short right-hand side. Snyder in the backfield. This has been Mike Dazzo's possession. Snyder's going to get his first handoff, trying to stretch it outside. Beautiful blocking by Outback. This guy's having an incredible series. First down, Crabs.
That was one of those plays where Snyder is usually, if you give him that corner, he's going to make you pay.
That second-tier blocking from Outdad was fantastic. I mean, 3 straight plays, Demetrius Outdad has saved the Crabs. I don't think he gets that first down without that block.
No, he doesn't, and I think Outdad wants to go further than the first round this year.
1st and 10 at the 20. I see D Outdat 7's in the chat, so he's cheering on his twin out there as Snyder takes the handoff, a 1-yard gain, and Baltimore has entered the red zone. First time a team has been in the red zone today, 2nd and 9. What are you seeing that you like out of Baltimore on this drive, Corky?
I'm seeing that they're mixing it up really well. And Dazzo is not making any critical mistakes, although he did hold the ball a little longer than I'd like him to.
7 in the box for Orlando, 3-4 formation. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo, no time that time. A loss of 8 on the play. That is Orlando's 2nd sack. Both teams have 2 sacks in the first quarter, and it's 3rd down and 17. Right up the gut.
Yeah, that was brilliantly disguised blitz.
1 minute to go in the first quarter. The longest first quarter in league history. 3rd down and 17 at the 27 in an empty backfield. 5 wide receiver set. Orlando trying to hold Baltimore to 3 as Dazzo's going to go for it all, and the pass is incomplete. Well defended down the field. I believe Outdat was the intended receiver, and that's going to bring on the field goal unit. More tough defense. It's 4th and long.
Cam, the one thing I see out of both teams is that they match up with each other very well on both sides of the ball.
4th down and 17. The winner takes on the winner of Honolulu and Minneapolis, which comes your way next on the SFL Network. A 44-yard field goal attempt here for the Crabs to try to put the first points up on the board. And a low snap. Good job getting the hold down. The kick is up, and it is through from officially 43 yards away. And a nice job by the holder getting the snap down, and we have our first points today. What do you want to see Orlando do on this next drive?
What I'd like to see is for them to just continue to feed Zach Parker. Zach Parker, dink and dunk their way downfield and get in field goal range, because I don't believe their field goal kicker has missed a field goal in 3 years, 4 years. Yeah,
the only one he's missed in his career was actually that last week, if you remember, at the end of the first half against Oklahoma City, they tried that 55-yard field goal, and that was his first career miss. Big hit there at the 29-yard line. Brings up a first down for Orlando, their worst starting field position. Baltimore 3, Orlando nothing. Each team has had the ball twice. 3 punts and a field goal on the first 2 possessions. Orlando did fumble the ball on their first possession, but they recovered their own fumble, unfortunately for them, outside of field goal range. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, and Matsumoto will start in the shotgun with 5 in the box for the Crabs. And as Matsumoto drops to throw. He's going to go down the field, and Lorenzo Allen is open again. A 22-yard gain brings him a first down for Orlando in Baltimore territory, and Lorenzo Allen is showing up Nick T quick here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's a big target too. 6'2", 215-pound, former running back.
Lorenzo Allen, fifth in the league this year in receiving yards, 807 on 49 grabs, 7 touchdowns this year on a long of 66 yards. First and 10 from the Crab, 49. There's a look at the Seals, who looks like he ate one before the game. 2 tackles and 2 sacks. First and 10 at the 49. I formation now for Orlando with no receivers to speak of. The handoff on a stretch play goes to Parker, and Parker's going to break a line. His tackle, spin away from another. He's still on his feet. Zach Parker inside the 35 and down to the 32. The best run of the day for Parker.
That's what I'm talking about. Continue to feed Zach Parker, and he will set you straight. Now, I mentioned the field goal, but if Orlando plays it right, they should be able to drive the ball for a touchdown.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here from Wayland Corporate Field in Baltimore, Maryland. We're on track here. It's the Crabs 3, Orlando nothing. The Intimidators on the move. This is the SFL Network on Twitch.tv in Baltimore. Crab football on 96.1 WBCR The Drive.
If this can could talk, it would tell you about the men who built the first Liberty ship at Sparrows Point. About the kids who rode the number 8 streetcar every Saturday to the Waverly. About the day Harry Truman came to dedicate the new Friendship Airport. About the greatest game ever played. It would tell you about the grand department stores that lined Howard Street. And about the 7 African Americans who on that same street staged the nation's first lunch counter sit-in. About the tall ships that sailed into the inner harbor for the bicentennial. About Wild Bill cheering us to victory in '83, and an old train warehouse that became a diamond. If this can could talk, it would tell you about the generations who have gathered in backyards, and screen porches, and dining rooms to celebrate the original flavor of Baltimore. Old Bay, for 75 years, it's been the can that connects us.
Right, but a talking gecko, why?
I'll tell you why. Because people trust advertising icons. Some bloke tells you to go to geico.com and you're like, really? And just who might you be? But a gecko, he can be trusted. I ask if you want to save hundreds on car insurance and you're like, yes, thank you. Mind babysitting my kids? And I'm like, of course I'll sit with the kids. You're like a brother to me.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, Tom Bodette using this streaming music format to fulfill my lifelong dream of being a 50s radio DJ. Here goes. Hey guys and gals, this is Tombo spinning the platters that matter at number 6 on your motel dial. Get a clean, comfy pad for the best deal you ever had. Just say, we'll leave the light on for you, the phrase that pays less. Man, that was fun. Book now at motel6.com or on your smartphone. I'm Tom Bodette, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Baltimore Crab football on 96.1 WBCR is brought to you by Aquafina. By Gatorade, win from within. By Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by the Mini Coupe of Baltimore. Start of the second quarter here, 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 32 for Orlando. They trail 3-0. And they start with 2 receivers to the short side right with an I formation. And the throw is going to be from Matsumoto to Parker. Out past the 30-25. Parker, a lot of space. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets a first down to the 21-yard line. And Orlando looks like they have really found a rhythm here on this possession.
Well, that's what they want to do. They want to get Zach Parker out into space.
First down and 10 at the 21. Parker's been good. Stats in the first quarter. Matsumoto 6 for 7 passing, now 7 of 8. Parker had 40 rushing yards on 6 carries. Really looking sharp on that side of the ball against the league's top-ranked defense. 1st and 10 at the 21. Matsumoto going to fire down the middle. That pass is caught inside the 10. 1st and goal at the 8. That is Allen again. 1st and goal. Allen's 3rd catch of the game, and he is really stepping up for this team.
Yeah, they caught Baltimore in a blitz.
Lorenzo Allen, a season-high 225 yards on 12 catches for a touchdown in his last game. First and goal at the 8. Two receivers, one to either side. It's Gunner, bottom of the screen, but he's been quiet. Matsumoto back to pass. He's going to go Gunner's direction. He's going to turn the corner inside the 5, and Gunner is wrestled down at the 2-yard line. Kenneth Lyons saves the touchdown. Big tackle there will bring up second down and goal. And Corky, you know as well as I do, anything can happen inside the 5. So if you can make that tackle, you make it.
Yeah, the last game, I don't recall how many times Orlando got in the red zone, but they were squashed until that final drive.
Second and goal from the 2. Yeah, that's a very good point from that previous meeting when Orlando won 23-16. The handoff goes to Zach Parker, and Parker on the right-hand side has just enough speed, and the Orlando Intimidators have scored the game's first touchdown on a 2-yard run from Zach Parker to the outside.
Yeah, Zach said, "Not today, son. Not today."
And did you see anything out of Baltimore's defense there on that drive that gives you any cause for concern? This is the number 1 defense in the league. They give up just 25.6 points per game. That was a big statement drive there for the Intimidators.
I think they just missed a few assignments, but I don't think there's any real cause for concern. I would just keep doing what they were doing.
I mean, we already are in the second quarter, and it's only 6-3.
Correct.
So the extra point for Franklin Reese is up and good, and Orlando has grabbed a 4-point lead. The score, Intimidators 7 and Baltimore 3.
Yeah, no need for Baltimore to panic now. They just need to get the ball back and do what they did the last drive.
As a player, a lot of these Baltimore Crabs are returning from last year. As a player, Corky, does it get in your head about losing in the first round at home last year? Do you think this starts to weigh on this team if this game gets close?
I'm sure it can. I mean, I'm not sure that it has with Baltimore, but it can weigh on them.
There's a penalty marker down. That's not good because it's likely on the Crabs, whose average starting field position in that first quarter was their own 18. And this one is going to put them back to start on their own 14-yard line, and they're giving Mike Dazzo and company a hard task here every time they get on the field.
Yeah, so far, I mean, there are 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And right now, they're losing the field position battle.
How's the audio doing, guys, just to get an update from you? The fact that I haven't seen you all talking about it recently must mean that we're all right. First and 10 for the 14-yard line. A split back out of the shotgun formation for Dazzo, and he will start the drive with a throw. Dazzo's pass short and over the middle. That pass is caught. Only a 3-yard gain. That's the tight end again. And I'm a little surprised. Mike Dazzo seems to be looking Schaefer's way more than Quick, and that is very odd out of this offense to be looking to the tight end so much.
Well, I think then the Orlando defense threw him off because they faked the blitz, and I'm sure he thought they were coming.
Second and 7 at the 17-yard line. High formation with 3 down linemen and a lot of guys in the box as Snyder takes the handoff. And Elliott Snyder, despite all those bodies in there, rumbles and stumbles to the 23-yard line. A 5-yard pickup brings up third down and 2, and we've got an injured Intimidator on the field. Defensive tackle Kerry Foster, and while it's a non-star lineman, you never know what type of impact that can have on a game if he's going to miss serious time. He was trying to tackle Snyder there.
You know, Baltimore puts me in mind of a team. They're the lunch pail team. They're the blue collar team. They're just going to pound it, hit you deep. Pound it, hit you deep.
Third down and 2 from the 23. Baltimore was just 1 for 4 on third downs in the first quarter as they're going to hand it off to Snyder, and he's got first down. Oh, took a big shot, somehow stayed on his feet and moves the chains to the 27. Both running backs are averaging 6 yards a carry here in the opening half. Who's been the better running back so far, Snyder or Parker, in your opinion?
Right now, I would say Parker, since Orlando has scored off of what Parker was giving them.
First and 10 at the 27. Quickest to the bottom of the screen. Rodney Woods has done a very good job on him thus far. As Dazzo goes down the middle, and the pass is nearly intercepted. Pass intended for out that Lacoste making the stop. And this Orlando secondary, fairly underrated. Rodney Woods and A.J. Lacoste, the corners, both also former New York Knights, have made some really good plays for this team this year.
Yeah, if I was Dazzo, I wouldn't probe the middle of that field too much with guys like that back there.
Second and 10 from the 27. Rodney Woods led the league in interceptions this season with 6. Also has 33 tackles, 21 assisted, 6 passes defended, and 3 tackles for loss to his name. Second and 10 from the 27. 3 receivers and 2 to the top of the screen. And Mike Dazzo is going to take the snap, and Dazzo is going to be pressured, and hit as he threw. More pressure by the Orlando defensive front. They are bothering Mike Dazzo, who this year was sacked 17 times, which ranks about 6th in the league. Third down. So this Baltimore line has struggled just a bit. Third down and 10. They're going to go empty backfield. 5 wide receivers. The Crabs, 2 for 5 on third downs today. Out of the shotgun, Dazzo. Back to pass on the left hash. Dazzo looking. Fires. Middle. That pass is caught. First down to the 47. And that is the non-star, Antoine Albright, to move the chains.
Which I think is a misnomer. Antoine should be an all-star.
And that guy has picked up a lot of big plays for a lot of teams as these non-stars cycle through.
Oh, yes.
Snyder, 6 carries for 36 yards here in the first half. 9:33 to go. Orlando 7 and Baltimore 3. Dazzo's under center and will drop the throw. He'll check it down to Snyder. Snyder trying to sidestep a defender, but the defender just runs alongside him. A 1-yard loss brings up a second down and 11, and not a good play there for the Crabs.
Orlando runs a zone in such a way it baits you. It baits you to make those short throws.
Second and 11 at the 46. Dazzo has sort of taken a little bit more of a risk here in the second quarter, throwing more deep, but this is going to be another check down. Great block on the outside. That spring Snyder shoved out of bounds at the 39 with a first down. Crabs. Again, excellent blocking on the outside.
Looks like there's a little jawing going on out there.
And there was some hands to the face there on Outdat on the outside. And you know, that was Outdat again. I mean, this guy has been really quiet this year. He's really, dare I say, been a little disappointing for this team. Has only reached the end zone twice this year. He's having a great game.
Oh, yes, he is.
First and 10 from the 39 as Dazzo will drop the throw. And Dazzo will fire to left-hand side. Caught by Quick and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Baltimore starting to get into rhythm. First down, Crabs.
Nick Quick.
We only need to yell his name, folks. That speaks volumes. A new league record, 80 viewers despite all of our madness for an hour. We appreciate everyone's support as we celebrate the SFL semifinals here today with 4 wide receivers. Dazzo drops the throw. Dazzo fires down the middle of the field and is knocked away. And that would have been a quick touchdown, but the free safety came over and knocked it away. A brilliant play for the non-star in the Orlando secondary. Second down.
Yeah, Dazzo thought he had him, but they were in a cover 2. They were man-to-man, but they were in a cover 2.
An excellent play on the football. We've sometimes seen over-pursuing by the free safety in those type of situations, letting Quick get by. They think that the corner has it. Not that time. That was really well played. Second down for the 24 as Dazzo drops the throw. He'll swing it out to Snyder, who again has all kinds of room and is still going. They scored! Touchdown! Baltimore! How in the world did he not go out of bounds? You can't be serious.
That was amazing. I got a little carried away there. Wow.
Snyder on the outside. We're looking to see if his feet went out of bounds. Shoved at the 5. There's no way. He was inbounds. That is a touchdown for Baltimore, and they take the lead. Sensational.
Here we go.
And the offense is warming up. Back-to-back touchdown drives for Orlando and Baltimore as the Crabs come on to attempt the extra point. The left-footed kicker with 3 on the play clock. They just barely get it off. Another bad snap, but another great hold. The extra point is good. The cameras flash, and it's the Crabs 10, Orlando 7, and we are in for what looks like a very entertaining ball game. What a move by Snyder. It was one of the best plays he's made in his career.
That was amazing. I thought he was out of bounds, too.
You talk about big-time players stepping up, in big moments. And we've seen Outdat and Snyder already today with some monster plays. And Nick Quick it's only a matter of time before he gets the gears really turning as Orlando gets up to the phone.
Yeah, I can see that Baltimore's not ready to go home.
So, starting lineup on offense for the Orlando Intimidators as we're still trying to play catch-up here. Quarterback number 3, Ono Matsumoto, is the silver. The wide receivers are silver, number 44, Lorenzo Allen, and bronze, number 89, Thomas Gunner. The tight end is number 36, Isaac Perez. And the gold star running back is number 35, of course, Zach Parker. 1st and 10 from the 30 for Matsumoto, and 2 receivers are aligned to his short side left, and he will flip it outside to Allen. A nice little quick play, a 2-yard gain, 53 yards on 4 receptions, and it looks like that defensive tackle is done for the day. No telling who's going to come in for him. That could be a problem for Orlando, who's been putting pressure on the Crabs today.
I forgot to mention, Cam, that we probably need to call this the Broke the Commentator Bowl.
yeah, that was. I'm still recovering from that night, from that series of plays. Lorenzo Allen makes the catch down the field. Allen's 5th grab of the first half. He's killing this Baltimore secondary, and someone needs to double team this guy.
Yeah, at this point, they just don't have an answer for him.
I mean, Allen, one-on-one coverage, and Joe Lynn, I don't know if you would argue, I think he's doing the smart thing there because he's got nobody behind him.
Exactly.
He's going to give up a touchdown if he goes for that pitch.
Yeah, if you let Allen get behind him, it's all said and done, except the extra point. 1st
and 10 at the 43 as Matsumoto drops to throw. Again, Parker to the outside. It's Zach Parker. No, he did step out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and Parker saying, hey, I was in, just like Snyder. 2nd down. Second down, 5 yards to go for everything Simulation Football League. Make sure to visit simulationfl.com, particularly later tonight with all the game recaps and updates. As in the next few hours, we will know who's going to be facing off in the SFL Championship game and whether or not the Baltimore Crabs will be hosting. All that and more on simulationfl.com. As Zach Parker's got a first down and a nice move by Parker. I tell you what, I'm starting to get a little goosebumpy. These players are playing really well right now, particularly these backs.
Yes, but on that particular play, Baltimore had that run covered, and they shifted out of it.
I mean, he's throwing Eddie Gage away, like he's last week's lunch. I mean, it's just it's crazy what Parker has done. Never had a 1,000-yard season in his career before. He's been a gold in Orlando for 4 seasons, and finally he's blossomed. 1st and 10 for the 25. He takes a stretch on the left-hand side, and I gave him the whole broadcaster's jinx. 2-yard loss since this is home radio. Maybe it was intentional. Joe Lynn now has a game-high 5 tackles at 2nd and 12.
Yeah, this Baltimore defense will only take so much of that.
Halfway through the second quarter, Baltimore gives up just 25.6 points per game. They also give up a league-best 88.9 rushing yards per game. The only team to give up less than 100 yards on the ground per game as Matsumoto drops to throw on a 2nd and 12. Matsumoto down the middle of the pass is knocked away and narrowly intercepted. I believe it was Henry Hittner who got his hands on it initially, and Baltimore missed a golden opportunity there, 3rd and long.
Matsumoto better be careful. He doesn't want to revert to form as he did in their last meeting.
3rd down and 12. If you missed the first time these two teams played this year, Orlando won one of the wildest endings in league history off of a tip pass on 4th down as Matsumoto goes deep to pass. Cut point! What a hit on Thomas Gunner! And I don't think Randy Moss would have caught that one. That was a monster smack as Franklin Reese will have to come on to try to tie the game instead.
Yeah, that was a rib breaker there.
4th down and 12 to 27. As I was saying, Orlando doesn't score a touchdown the whole game in the previous meeting. They get a tip pass caught on a 4th down. The very next play, a jump ball to Lorenzo Allen gave him a 23-16 victory. This is a 44-yard field goal attempt for the Orlando Intimidators. Franklin Reese has missed one field goal in 3 seasons. That one nearly blocked, and the kick is good from 44 yards away as Mr. Automatic strikes again. Reese, a little scary there, but had ice water in his veins, and we're all tied up again at 10.
He's pretty much Mr. Automatic, almost like hitting a PAT.
5:48 to go in the first quarter. A 10-10 ball game. In the last 4 drives, if you remember, we had 3 straight punts to start the game. I think the game was just waiting for us to warm up as well. Since then, we've had 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns put up on the board as the return is up to the 24-yard line. It'll be a first down for Baltimore there. So, Corky, with this next matchup, Honolulu and Minneapolis, you actually commentated your first game, that particular matchup. How do you think they stack up, and do you think there's even a possibility that the Legends can do it tonight?
I do believe the Legends have a very, very good chance. They have a really good defense. It's just that Minneapolis poses quite a few problems, and that's for anybody, let alone the Legends. But I think the Legends are going to give them a pretty good game tonight.
Gazzo, again, plenty of time, but that was A.J. Lacoste getting his mitts in there and knocking it away. And that's another Bronze Star player on the outside who's playing well this afternoon. And he just seems to be all over the field. Wherever out that is, that's where he is.
Yeah, this Orlando defense, like I said, they just do things. They disguise their defenses well, and Dazzo has to be careful of that.
2nd down and 10 at the 24-yard line. 2 receivers to the left-hand side as Dazzo drops the pass. The pass is caught by Snyder, and Snyder's going to break off a couple of tackles, finally thrown out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. Snyder now 5 catches for 43 yards and a touchdown. And it's going to set up another 3rd down for Baltimore. They've faced plenty of those here in the first half. For those of you wondering what happened to the YouTube partner ticker, because we have some extra windows open today, since Corky is on board with us, just didn't have space basically on the monitor to make sure that the YouTube partners could run correctly, but we certainly will give mention to them here later in the broadcast, as that's going to be a 4th down. Collier, who knocked away that touchdown, makes that tackle on Elliott Snyder pretty vicious.
Orlando brought all the linebackers in.
And we've seen Orlando look aggressive at times. We've seen them bring the blitz, and so far it's been rather effective against the Crabs.
That would have been a great time for a play-action pass.
4th down and 3, and for the Crabs, it's tough to go play action when you're struggling to block the blitz and protect Mike Dazzo. I'm sure Mike Dazzo's not audibling to any play actions anytime soon.
No, and I don't blame him.
So it'll bring up a 1st down and 10. 4:40 to go in the first half. We're all square at 10. This is the first semifinal matchup on the SFL Network on Twitch. This is Baltimore Crab Radio 96.1 WBCR The Drive alongside San Antonio Corky. I am play-by-play commentator Cameron Irvine. Orlando and Baltimore met once before earlier this season. The Intimidators got the win. The Crabs are trying to do the same here today. Matsumoto back to pass. Matsumoto hit as he threw the pass. Had a little bit taken off of it because of the pressure on Dazzo, and it results in an incompletion. 2nd down. Perez was the intended receiver.
Both teams have been getting some decent pressure up the middle.
We haven't necessarily seen a game being taken over by pressure this year.
No.
Defensive line certainly was not high priority for the owners this offseason. Maybe it might this next offseason. It's a second down and 10 on Matsumoto pass. It's going to go out to Parker. He just basically ran out of space. And now it's third and long. And this is going to be a problem for Orlando if they continue to put themselves in third and 10-plus situations. That's at least the fifth of this game.
Right. Matsumoto, that was a nice check down route, but I think he should have looked further downfield. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I did see a receiver open.
Third down and 10 at the 37-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 split out to either side. Tie ball game as Matsumoto drops to throw. Has time. Matsumoto down the middle, and a beautiful job by Eddie Gage. Coming over and swatting it away. He says, nah, fourth down.
He said, not in my house.
Lindstrom has been a busy man. This will be his third punt of the game. And field position has flipped in the second quarter after Baltimore struggled to get decent field position. They've done a much better job in the second quarter of making that a priority. We've decided on our 4 expansion teams. You will find out who the 4 newest members of the Simulation Football League will be at halftime of the SFL Championship game, which is the kickoff is at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, next Sunday, April 19th, and it'll be the winner of this game against the winner of the 4-seed Honolulu Legends and the 1-seed Minneapolis Maulers, live here from Wayland Corporate Field in Baltimore, as the SFL Championship game is a neutral site on a rotational basis. Baltimore could make history, becoming the first SFL team to actually get to host the title game.
I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do with a lot better field position now.
First and 10 of the 29 as Dazzo has time to throw, checks it down, pass caught, and a nice tackle made. That's another catch for the tight end. As you look at the quarterback numbers, Dazzo a slightly better day than Matsumoto, but both under a $150 second down. Both might not have the Rocco Marconi numbers today, but they certainly have been efficient with the football, no turnovers. Second and 5 at the 34-yard line, and Dazzo is going to change the play. Quick is at the bottom of the screen, and Dazzo swings it outside to Snyder. Snyder one man to beat, and he can't do it. That is a tough job, especially for a linebacker on the outside. Another non-star making a big play, third down and 3.
Yeah, Dazzo audible then when he caught him in a man. I'm not sure that he should have went to the check down, but...
Third down, 3 at the 36-yard line. And split back stand behind Mike Dazzo. Again, another third and short situation. Snyder's going to take the handoff and is going to be hurt. Metaphorically, a loss of 2. Brings up a fourth down and 5, and that's inside linebacker Stephen Lambert on the tackle. Haven't said his name much today.
That was again, they were in third and short, and Orlando brought the blitz, and they were in man coverage.
When does Baltimore sort of realize that on third and short, Orlando is selling out because they're anticipating a Snyder run? When does Dazzo make that connection? Needs to be soon.
Very soon.
From the 30, Orlando up to the 35-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning, still all square to 10. A competitive game is right, Jero 6. A tie ball game. This is the playoffs. You expect every game to be like this. Zach Parker, just 9 carries. He's certainly fresh. 52 yards, 5.8 yards a carry. I wouldn't call that necessarily pounding the rock, though.
No, not at all.
First and 10 from the 35. They're going to give it to him on his 10th carry around the left-hand side as blocker. Zach Parker out of the open field. Needs one block, and he can't get it. What a play by Eddie Gage. That could have saved the touchdown, and just a great job to cut off the outside.
Zach Parker, like I said, I like to call him Zach Attack, and he is just a beast when he gets out in the open field, and that's all he needs is space.
Lorenzo Allen just couldn't pick up the block on the outside, and we've hit the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Baltimore Crab Radio Network. You're home to the Crab Call. This is 96.1 WBCR The Drive, Baltimore. Well, first and 10 of the 38. 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Orlando 10, Baltimore 10, with 2 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield, and Matsumoto is going to change the play. What's he see?
He sees zone coverage now.
High formation. Matsumoto will hand off to Parker. Parker is going to break a tackle and break another attack. Parker is off to the races. 10, 5. Dazo trying to catch him. He will not. Touchdown Orlando, and they regain the lead.
This is what I said earlier. In order for Orlando to win, they've got to continue to feed Zach Parker. And if they do that, well, it could be a long day for Baltimore. Conversely, Baltimore needs to do more of what they did the drive or two before that.
That was another missed tackle from Eddie Gage, and he's made some tackles, he's missed some tackles, but we're not used to seeing that out of Eddie Gage, and maybe that's a testament to how great Zach Parker's season has been going.
I think that's a testament to how great Zach Parker is.
1:53 on the clock, and now it's up to the Baltimore Crabs to execute 2-minute offense, which we've seen out of this team already this year. Scored a touchdown against Oklahoma City on just a beautiful 2-minute drive. Sitting here, Flossum, what's up? And high snap kick is good from Franklin Reese, as Orlando builds a 17-10 lead just before halftime. CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. If you'd like to join the APF Online Be Online experience for the Xbox 360 NFL, you're currently in a college season, Corky, is that right?
Correct. We are, it's the HBCU, I believe.
And who's your team, and how are you doing this season?
The Texas Southern Tigers. We are currently 1-2.
Hey, like me some Texas Southern Tigers, you know. Are you a Texas Southern guy?
No, not.
That's good. They got embarrassed in the NCAA tournament. I was hoping I would be able to rib you for Texas Southern getting beat down so bad by Arizona. But,
no, I just like the color of the uniform.
Okay, there you go. Sometimes that's all that matters. I'm sure for people in the chat, they're cheering for whatever uniforms they like too. We certainly approve of that. First and 10 at the 21-yard line for Dazo, as the Crabs, very important possession here. Elliott Snyder around the right-hand side again. Great blocking as a first down for Snyder. This is some of the best blocking I have seen out of an offensive line all year long.
Yeah, this is really amazing blocking that he's getting. Well, that both running backs are getting.
Out that again on the outside.
Out that is not ready to go home. He's really doing it all today.
And it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, when wide receivers, are they great blockers? Are they not great blockers? I mean, that got Snyder to the outside and stopped the clock too, which is a big deal. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. 1:43 to go in the first half. The handoff goes to Snyder. Got whacked at the 32 by the rookie defensive end, Jasper Lennox, a loss of 1. 90 seconds on the clock. Both teams 3 timeouts.
That was a curious play call there.
You think they might be playing a little keep away? Just not wanting to give it back?
That could be. Could be.
Second down and 11. Down to 1:15 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. The handoff goes to Snyder again. And Snyder! Big hole! Snyder! Down the field! And Lacoste is trying to catch him. Inside the 10. Inside now. He's stopped at the 1-yard line. First down, Crabs. Rodney Woods made the play. Woo! What a run from Snyder.
This is so much different than their first meeting.
First and goal from the 1. And I tell you what, maybe they weren't playing keep away at all. They just wanted to give it to Snyder. They'll try to get it to him again. And he stuffed a 3-yard loss back to the 4. Woo! Timeout, Crabs.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep Snyder out of the end zone.
Rodney Woods, what hustle. I thought it was going to be Lacoste to make the play, but Woods somehow.
Never gave up on the play.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Second and goal from the 4. Now, that would have been some second-tier blocking if he could have picked up a block.
Look for Snyder outside. He's changing the play.
Second and goal of the 4 as the pass from Dazzo is going to go to the back corner. It's caught it! There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play that was out that with the brilliant catch.
Mama, there goes that man.
It's coming back.
Holding, number 73, off in, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
That one hurts. A holding call wipes away the Dazzo touchdown to Outdat. Second and goal from the 14.
Looks like somebody will be running wind sprints after the game.
30 seconds to go. Second and goal from the 14. And 2 backs split behind it. Mike Dazzo, the wind taking a little bit out of the ship sails in that end zone as Dazzo drops the throw again. Dazzo running out of time. The pass is picked up at the 5. Interception and return to the 9-yard line. And Baltimore comes away with nothing. And that was the non-star linebacker trying to get a name for you. Number 57. He cut the route off. Pass intended for Outdat.
Yeah, that was an ill-timed pass by Dazzo. But this Orlando defense, all year they've shown that they're just a rubber band. They bend, they don't break.
A gut-wrenching turnover, the first of the game by either team. First and 10 at the 9-yard line. As the handoff goes to Zach Parker, they just might be trying to run out the clock, but Parker nearly broke another one. An 8-yard gain, second and 2. That will likely be the final play of the first half.
Yeah, Baltimore just needs to go into the locker room here at half and just regroup.
So the Crabs at the end of the at the end of the first half, the Baltimore Crabs give away the ball in the red zone. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with the first half highlights, stats, and analysis. Orlando might get one more playoff here. They're up 17-10. This is Baltimore Crab football on 96.1 WBCR The Drive and on the SFL Network on Twitch.
Number 3 rifles it out outside and it's intercepted.
Joe Lynn makes the play.
That's just how you do it, folks. You can't coach that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Intimidators are out in front, 17-10.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
Let's take a look at our halftime stats, and boy oh boy, the numbers look pretty even right across the board. The Crabs, therefore, find themselves in a tight ball game. Anything can happen in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Number 3 went to work on third down, and he was able to find his man. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. The Crabs, end of the first quarter. Number 7 connected with his man on this one. That set up a 45-yard field goal. Still late in the first, the Intimidators down by 3. Number 35 would let his big old offensive line pave the way on this one. They take their first lead of the game and are now up by 4. The Crabs, middle of the second. Number 36 found a soft spot in the defense, and it worked to his advantage. A 23-yard touchdown for the home team. The Crabs winning 10-7. After driving 42 yards on 7 plays, number 86 is summoned for the field goal attempt. Good snap, good spot, good kick. Hey! 3 points, a 45-yard field goal. The Intimidators even the score 10-all. Late into the second quarter, the ball at the 39. Number 35 is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 38-yard touchdown for the visitors. Still late in the second quarter, the Crabs behind by 7. Number 36 would find some running room on this one, and then it was off to the races.
I'm out of control.
The Intimidators back at it after their D made a stop in the red zone. Number 26 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Crabs are down but still in it, 17-10.
All right, good work, partner.
The Intimidators will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 17-10. Let's go down to the field.
It's halftime here in Baltimore. The Crabs, thanks to a late Intimidator interception, trail 17-10 at the half here at home. This is Crab Football, and we'll be back for the second half after this.
Greatness is not given. Greatness is taken. Taken in the summer when no one is looking.
40 years of hydration science in every bottle, so you can take what's yours.
Gatorade.
Listen. Do you hear that? Footsteps, 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 footsteps. They're moving faster. Getting louder. Coming closer. Footsteps say it all. Footsteps don't lie. So the question is, do you hear footsteps? Or are they hearing yours?
From Under Armour.
We don't just come up here for the view up in Alaska. We find the best, sweetest crab for Red Lobster we can find.
It's time for Crab Fest at Red Lobster. This year, try one of 5 entrees, like our new snow crab and garlic shrimp. A half pound of tender crab paired with savory shrimp, just $12.99. Or dig into our hearty crab and roasted garlic seafood bake, all with salad and unlimited Cheddar Bay biscuits. So much to choose from, so little time. So come into Red Lobster for Crab Fest today and see food differently.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico could save them money on car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too. Hi. Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
The Orlando Intimidators will receive the ball to start the second half. Beautiful Wayland Corporate Field. Orlando 17, Baltimore 10. Start the third quarter. Happy to have you here with us alongside San Antonio Corky. play-by-play
kicks it,
commentator
and
Cameron
the
Irvine.
second half is underway.
I think if Orlando wants to seal the deal, they need to incorporate Isaac Perez.
The
26.
Recovered by the Intimidators. That's the second one.
Oh, no, quite all right, quite all right.
Anyway, continue. They recovered at their own 25.
No, I think if Orlando wants to seal the deal, they need to incorporate tight end Isaac Perez a little bit more in the offense to go with
the Intimidators were intercepted last time out.
We'll
see what happens here.
Exactly.
Start at their own 26-yard line.
Game, and it comes in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. An exciting start in the second half as Orlando nearly gave away the second half kickoff return as Parker takes it to the outside, and Zach Parker is thrown out of bounds, still on his feet.
The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Time and time again, he makes a fantastic option of himself coming out of the backfield.
And there are some runners that just have a knack for the passing
that Orlando
game,
there on
and this
that
guy's
last
got
play
it.
throws the ball, throws an interception, could have gotten returned. I mean,
yeah, I was shocked.
Why kill momentum there?
Trying to catch Baltimore off guard.
Late hit, number 47, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That touchdown run, apologize again, our mics were muted after we got Dan and Peter off as Zach Parker scores a touchdown. It's 23-10, and Orlando, Zach Parker's taken over this game.
Zach Parker is one of those workhorse running backs. He just gets stronger as the game goes on, and that's not a good sign for Baltimore.
So 12 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Orlando has a 24-10 lead. Zach Parker has a couple of touchdowns today on the ground, and they've been impressive ones at that. These are not easy scores for Zach Parker.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, like I said, this Baltimore defense is rough and tough, and they bring their lunch every time they come to work. But I'm imagining right now the D coordinator, Ramos Lynn, is probably about ready to pitch a hissy fit.
Dollar General, or Dollar Junior 75. Why do I do that? Man, you got to change your username to Dollar General, because I don't even shop at Dollar General. Anyway, we need to start calling him the fat lady, because he's always singing in the third quarter at a 2-touchdown lead. Come on, man, haven't you been to an NFL game before? A YouTube partner, by the way. Make sure to check out Dollar Junior's channel, along with all the others. S.A. Corky, Spectacular Pooh, Alan J.D. I'm sure I'm forgetting some here temporarily, but good group of guys. 1st and 10 of the 27. Dazzle back the pass, fires down the middle. He dropped it. He just dropped it. And Baltimore, it needs to really get it together right now.
Yeah, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Dazzle has got to be a little bit more creative in his play calling, as well as his check downs and audibles.
You know, it's got to be Rodney Woods and A.J. Lacoste playing a great game, because I hardly ever see Mike Dazzo throw to this many guys not named Quick or out that. It's been surprising. 2nd and 10. Dazzo back to throw. He's in trouble. Is he throwing? The pass is incomplete. More pressure by Orlando. It's 3rd and long.
And Cam, you could be right on that, because they were in man-to-man then, and they're obviously locking Quick down for sure, as well as D out there.
3rd down and 10 from the 27-yard line. 24-10. Orlando has scored back-to-back touchdowns in the last 4 minutes, really, in the final 2 minutes of the first half and in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Trips to the right-hand side. Dazzo back to throw. He's going to check it down again. A horrible pass into the dirt. It's 4th down for Baltimore, and the Crabs just can't get anything going.
I really don't think he had anywhere to go downfield. They were in a cover 2 man, and those cornerbacks, they really have the Baltimore wideouts locked up.
You have a bad game against San Francisco last year in the playoffs. The game can go one of two ways for you. You can come out and you can say, this isn't going to happen to us again, or you can come out and be nervous. And from the drop passes, from Joe Dazzo getting called for a late hit, you hardly ever see that. From the ill-advised pass from Mike Dazzo, this is starting to crumble here for Baltimore. They need their number one defense to get it going.
Exactly. They also need to somehow grab what little shred of momentum they can. The momentum is definitely on Orlando's side.
1st and 10 from the 41, I formation. And the handoff goes to Zach Parker, and he is put down by Dazzo. A 3-yard gain. Brings up a 2nd down and 7, and Elliott Snyder and Zach Parker are both having great games, but Parker already a $169 and 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
So 2nd down and 7 yards to go. True Shot Caller 1 asking, where can I get a look at the team rosters for the two teams playing right now? There's a players tab at simulationfl.com. If you want to review rosters, I can give it to you a bit later. It needs to be password protected, however, because it can be edited publicly. So unfortunately, I can't get you that right now. There's a penalty marker. It's an offside on... who was that on? Was that on Orlando? It brings up 2nd down and 2 instead of a 3rd down and 7. Big penalty there.
Yeah, it was on Baltimore. Left defensive end jumped.
Did I say Orlando? I'm sorry. Baltimore. Stop talking to me in the chat. Man, I'm so fired up and confused and frustrated all at the same time. I don't drink. Somebody needs to give me one. 2nd and 2 at the 49. I formation for Matsumoto. As Matsumoto hands it off to Zach Parker, and Parker goes again, breaking a tackle from Dazzo, and Zach Parker down the 2.
He's just running downhill.
The Orlando owner wanted me to take the touchdown graphic off, but I almost didn't because they nearly got another one. As Zach Parker is nearly at 200 yards. In fact, he might have crossed 200 yards with that run. Baltimore only gives up 88 rushing yards a game.
Well, they have definitely surpassed that.
Well, you say I should stop spazzing, but this is the Broke the Commentator Bowl.
Yes,
it happened the last time.
Exactly.
1st and goal from the 2. Orlando's trying to go up by 21. With 3 backs in the backfield as the handoff goes to Parker, and Parker is going to break the tackle and nearly got another one. 219 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2nd and goal from the 1.
As unlikely as it may seem, Baltimore needs to step up. They need to step up right now.
2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And the handoff to Zach Parker, he's not going to get in. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Now that right there was the Baltimore defense we know.
And the Joe Dazzo we know, he makes
exactly. And so let's see what happens here on third down.
3rd and goal from the 2.
If they can hold them to a field goal here, I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you out, but if they can hold them to a field goal here, that's a win for them.
Under 9 minutes to go, and Matsumoto's going to throw for it. Matsumoto to the back corner of the end zone. The pass is tipped up and incomplete. Boy, we nearly had another tip play go for a big one, but it's 4th and goal. Henry Hittner knocks it away, and that is the stop that the Crabs defense desperately needed. Actually, that was Eddie Gage flying up into this play initially.
That was just what the doctor ordered for Baltimore. Because getting down by 21, that wouldn't have bode well for them. I don't know, have they ever come back from such a large deficit?
The Baltimore Crabs?
Yes.
They haven't been down very much ever. And so I want to say no, because the Crabs just don't trail in most games. The largest comeback in league history is 20, as the Franklin Reese 18-yard field goal is good, and Orlando has opened up a 27-10 lead over the number 2 seed Baltimore Crabs, who are 1 week away from hosting a championship game.
Right.
Could all fall apart here.
Now, even though they're down 17, this lead isn't insurmountable. They've made a few mistakes that have put them in this hole. If they can rectify those, this game is very winnable.
So from the 3-yard line after Reese's deep kick, pretty decent return after the 25, 8:41 to go in the third quarter. It's been a long day so far for us. We're so thrilled and honored that you stuck with us as we sort of on the fly tried to figure out our issues that were unexpected. So happy that we've been able to bring you this semifinal action, and it will continue next as the Minneapolis Maulers, undefeated, host the Honolulu Legends, as Dazzo hands it off to Elliott Snyder, and he gets no gain. 2nd and 10, 8.5 yards a carry still, however, for Snyder.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, Cam. Our technical difficulties earlier, you made lemonade out of lemons.
2nd down at the 25-yard line. 17-point lead for Orlando. Shocking to say the least. We thought Orlando would be competitive, not playing this well. Snyder breaks out, hurled the player and then got hit. A 7-yard pickup brings up 3rd down and 3. Still running hard is Snyder. Mike Dazzo has just sort of disappeared, and for that matter, so has Demetrius Outdat and Nick Quick. Quick has done next to nothing in this game.
That's because those corners have them both locked up. Although now would be the time to go to them because they're in a zone.
3rd down and 3 at the 32 as Dazzo drops to throw. Dazzo fires short, caught. Great play over the middle, and that's the tight end again who had that drop earlier in this ball game. 1st down, Crabs, and I can't remember the last time I said that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The Crab call not getting as worn out as the Crab fans would like. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And no receivers here with 2 backs. And 3-4 defense. Handoff Snyder. Picks up a block left-hand side and then another. Snyder is going to push the pile forward. An official 8-yard gain. And Elliott Snyder helping his teammates out just a little bit in the passing game.
Yeah, Snyder, he's a country boy. He likes fishing and hunting, and right now he needs to hunt a bunch of yards.
2nd down 2 at the 46. Quick is to the bottom of the screen, still quiet. Handoff Snyder. Snyder did not get the 1st down. In fact, he didn't get anything. Stephen Lambert on the tackle. He's been their leader defensively for 4 years, and he makes a big stop there. It's another 3rd down.
Yeah, interesting to see what Dazzo does on this, because 3rd and short, I'm pretty sure Orlando, as has been their modus operandi, is going to bring the house.
3rd and 2 of the 47. We'll see what Orlando does here. They're shifting their defense all around. They've been disguising it pretty well today.
Exactly. He's audibling.
And Dazzo's audibling, and they are bringing everybody in. He audible Crabs will run, and Snyder lost 2 yards. They're confusing him.
Yes, they are. They are disguising their defense so well.
And that time, Orlando didn't even show blitz until after he had audibled, and maybe Orlando was counterattacking there. It's been fascinating to see the Intimidator defense operate today.
But still, even then, I mean, Dazzo, to me, it seems uncharacteristic of his play this year. Is it the pressure of the championship, of the playoff game, maybe?
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He better watch out, or they're going to start calling him Peyton Manning because, you just got to get it done. And I know Mike Dazzo likes the ice cream. Maybe there's a short supply. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm stunned.
Well, this play doesn't warrant ice cream today. Maybe he can get some frozen yogurt.
And Vertigo, the offensive coordinator for Baltimore, is just as stunned as everybody else. He's frustrated at Dazzo's decision-making with 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Matsumoto going to check it down to Parker. He's got some open field. Parker is quickly brought down by Joe Dazzo. Only a 3-yard gain. Greenwood also there on the coverage.
Yeah, this is nothing like what I expected this game to be at this juncture.
Not at all. 142 yards and a pick for Matsumoto. It really hasn't been Matsumoto. It's just been Zach Parker gashing this defense as Parker breaks off another tackle. Nice job getting him from behind, forcing just a 3-yard gain. A big 3rd down here as the Crabs need to stop. You figure if they want a chance at a comeback, you need some sort of points here before the end of the quarter.
Exactly. They need to get a stop here, get good field position, and get some points, whether it's just a field goal or a touchdown.
3rd and 4 from the 22. A 4-3 defensive look from the Crabs, showing the blitz, and they come with it, and they do what Orlando's been doing to them all day. Bring down Parker in the backfield on a 3rd down and short. 4th and 6, and that was a very smart defensive adjustment there for Ramos Lynn's Crabs. Man, you talk about my low blows, X Factor 56, putting a low blow on the Chad against the Crabs. Here at Baltimore Crab Radio, this game is just not going how the Crabs expected. Might have been looking ahead maybe to a rematch against Minneapolis. I'm really not sure. It's hard to look ahead in a game like this when you lost to Orlando just a few weeks ago. You want your revenge. Overall, Corky, is what's been the biggest problem is Baltimore starts with great field position. We should point that out.
Well, initially it was field position, and now I think it's just a matter of they need to stop Zach Parker.
And Elliott Snyder continues to be stopped. A loss of 2 yards. That's 4 straight runs for the Crabs. And Elliott Snyder is a 1,000-yard back. When do you start to just take it out of his hands at this point? He just can't. He's not being effective here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the problem with that is that they can't get the ball to Quick and out Dad.
Out of the shotgun, here comes Dazzo against the blitz. Dazzo fires it. There's a penalty flag. Beautiful throw to Nick T. Quick on the outside, but it might be all for naught. They might have got him for another hold against that blitz. Let's check the flag.
Holding, number 25.
And they called it on the defense. Defensive holding for Orlando. That's going to be a Crabs 1st down, and
they finally get a break.
Yeah, penalty declined. This is one of the best passes from Joe Dazzo on the day, right over the defense. Mike Dazzo, pardon.
He's going to need a few more of those, that's for sure.
1st down and 10 at the Orlando 35-yard line. Still plenty of time left in this game. 27-10. 2 receivers and Dazzo in the shotgun. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo looking. Fires deep. That pass is caught by Quick. A jump ball to the 13-yard line. 1st down, Baltimore. Another beautiful play from Quick. Starting to heat up now.
Yeah, they were in the zone then and under and over. So they had him bracketed, but Dazzo dropped it right in the area he needed to.
195 yards, a touchdown, and a pick for Dazzo. 5 yards away from 200. 1st and 10 from the 13, left hash. And the handoff going to go to Snyder, and he just cannot get anywhere against the Intimidator defense. That was Rodney Woods coming around the corner.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Rodney Woods lead the league in interceptions?
Yeah, with 6. He had 6 interceptions, and he also pretty decent tackler. 33 tackles for a corner, not too shabby. 2nd down and 13 at the 16. But when you got no receivers on the outside, you got to block the corner.
Right.
2nd down, 13 from the 16. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. As Dazzo drops the throw, Dazzo's got to get it out of his hands. He does. Fires. Pass. Touchdown! Baltimore! Who that? And that's what they needed. What a nice route from Demetrius and a beautiful touchdown.
Yeah, Orlando was in a man then, but out there just ran a perfect route.
X Factor 56 wants to know if Snyder partied last night. Huh? We don't have those type of reports, man. We're not TMZ. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Extra point for Baltimore. Another low snap. That kick is good, and they have had troubles with those snaps on field goals and extra points today. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them late. The score now with 2:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Orlando 27, Baltimore 17, and it's starting to heat back up here.
Yes, it is. Now, if I'm Orlando, I'm milking clock. And you milk clock by giving it to Zach Parker.
Kick is away. Again, Honolulu and Minneapolis coming up later. We'll give you an official start time as soon as we've concluded this game. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 24. First down, and Orlando's up by 10. Zach Parker over 200 rushing yards on the day. That is Parker's 4th game of the season, over 200 yards. Unbelievable. Masamoto to throw to start the drive. Over the middle, pass caught, and there's that man, Isaac Perez, 5-yard gain.
Now, getting Isaac Perez involved with Zach Parker, they could very well march this ball down the field again as well as using up clock.
FYI, the last time Parker played Baltimore, 99 yards on 25 carries.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Hand off to Parker, left-hand side. Parker picks up big blitz. Parker past midfield. 45 down to the 42. They can't stop him. He's averaging 12 yards a carry, which is near a season high. And what do you make of that blocking, Corky?
That was superb blocking, but I'm also thinking that there were some assignments missed, and the D coordinator, Ramus Lynn, again, is just clenching his fists and trying to contain himself.
First down at the 42-yard line as Orlando's on the move again from the shotgun. Showing a blitz is the Crab defense, and they're going to back off and rush just 4. Check down Parker. Parker trying to get a full head of steam. He will not. No gain. And a nice pursuit angle there by the Crab defense. Brings up a 2nd and 10. And those 3rd and longs that hurt Orlando in the in the first half have been non-existent here in the 3rd quarter because of Parker.
Right. At some point, Baltimore is going to just have to sell out.
2nd down with 30 seconds to go in the 3rd. And the swing out to Parker, that's a bad play. 3rd down and 10. Those throws to the weak side, if they're not out of the hands immediately, it's just not going anywhere.
Well, Parker not being a wide receiver, he doesn't really know where the sidelines is most of the time. He's a runner. Give him the ball. Let him run.
Elliot Snyder knows where the sidelines
are. Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
After that after that touchdown as the crowd gets on their feet. This is a huge stop for the defense. 3rd down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Matsumoto against the blitz, back to throw, deep ball caught inside the 10 and down to the 9. Lynn on the tackle, but Allen on the catch. It's a 1st and goal, Orlando.
Mama, there goes that man, Allen.
Allen just over the top.
Matsumoto he's been excellent today.
And when you think about where he was, in Kailua, just not playing well, it's amazing. And not even earlier this season not playing well. It's amazing what owner Kyle Walsh has been able to do and his staff to tweak how he has performed. End of the 3rd quarter of play. Orlando's up 27-17. A thrilling 4th quarter is coming up next here on Baltimore Crab Radio and on 96.1 WBCR The Drive.
To your health. Because the more water you drink, the better you feel. So make your body happy. Drink more water.
Drink, drink, drink.
Welcome to Mini of Baltimore.
I'm looking for something that fits my style.
There are many customization options to make it your own, including John Cooperworks Performance Kit and even dog accessories. Fits you perfectly.
Your Mini comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile maintenance plan that covers all your oil changes and brakes.
Thanks for shopping at Mini of Baltimore. Come see us in Cooper anytime.
Get motoring with 0 to motor lease deals going on now.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Everyone's saying frugal is the new cool. Well, I have 2 quibbles with that. First, cool is subjective. Some think head-to-toe leather is cool. It's not. It's one man's opinion. And second, frugal isn't the new cool because it's the old cool. Motel 6 has been saving people money with the lowest price of any national chain since before it was cool. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you. Book online at motel6.com.
The 5th quarter. 60 minutes after the game, when you finish the competition for good. Take in protein, start rebuilding muscle, and stay in the game. He's in the 5th quarter. Are you? Protein to rebuild muscle. Gatorade Recover, part of the G Series.
Baltimore Crab Football on 96.1 WBCR The Drive is brought to you by Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. My Old Bay Seasoning, the official can of Baltimore. By Red Lobster, fresh fish, by Lobster, seafood differently. And by Under Armour, we must protect this house. Crab's not doing too good of a job protecting the house so far today as we start the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for Orlando. The Crabs need to force a field goal here to keep it a 2-score game. As Matsumoto drops to throw, Matsumoto will fire to the end zone. That pass is incomplete, and it's unclear of whether Lyons knocked that away or Gunner dropped it, but it's 2nd and goal.
It's imperative that Baltimore holds here and holds them to a field goal, or better yet, gets a turnover.
Right, and they, Orlando got a turnover in the red zone at the end of the 1st half.
Exactly.
Maybe Baltimore can swing one here. Second and goal from the 9-yard line. As Matsumoto drops to throw, he'll swing it outside. Oh, nearly taken back to the house. Eddie Gage had a pick six, and he couldn't hang on. Third and goal, and I don't think it was necessarily that he dropped it. He was just a little late, and he stuck his hand out.
But he would have taken that to the house.
That is a dangerous pass.
Very dangerous. But I'm pretty surprised that Orlando isn't feeding Parker again, especially when you're in the red zone like this.
Right. Yeah, it's very interesting. 20 carries, 249 yards at the end of the third quarter, and has not got a carry in the fourth here. 3 straight passes. Matsumoto fires, pass, caught, and Gunner ran out of room. It's 4th down, and the Crabs get the stop, and Orlando might look back at that 3-play series inside the 10 and wish they would have ran it to Zach Parker.
Yeah, that could come back to haunt them because Baltimore has done what they needed to do, and that's hold them to a field goal.
And, do you like the play call there on a 3rd and goal? I mean, in the route, what did you see on that?
To me, that was very surprising. Like I said, prior to that, I would have ran Parker, but I'm not sure what Matsumoto saw there.
So Franklin Reese comes on to attempt a field goal. A high snap from the 9, and the kick is good from 18 yards away. So the Orlando Intimidators, who beat the Crabs 23-16 in their first meeting, take a 30-17 advantage. And looking back on Baltimore's season, playing Orlando in these 2 games is the only time they've ever been held up to under 20 points this year. Of course, not a lot of teams have been held under 20 points this year, but the fact that Orlando has managed to do it twice, you know what they say, it's always harder to beat a team.
Right.
So 1st down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Coming up next, the Minneapolis Maulers will take on the Honolulu Legends. Rocco Marconi, Ojo Abarazzo take the field, and if you haven't seen the Maulers yet, they don't expect them to run the ball. They're going to pass all night long, and Honolulu's secondary better have been on the treadmill this week to make sure they can keep up.
Right, that is your basic run-and-gun offense.
1st and 10 at the 21 as Danzo hands it off to Snyder. Snyder around the left-hand side. Snyder still trying to get away, still on his feet, and nearly got the 1st down. Some tough running there from Elliott Snyder, who really made something out of nothing.
Baltimore still has plenty of time. They're still in this game. With a field goal or a touchdown, they're still within striking distance of Orlando. It's just that their defense is going to have to step up and start getting some stops.
2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line with 2 backs in the backfield for Dazzo. 4 down lineman for Orlando. Hand off to Snyder. Snyder does not get the 1st down. Coming around the end was McCleskey, the non-star, and it's 3rd and 2 with loss of 1.
Again, Orlando, they sold out on that. They had everybody at the line of scrimmage look like, and so the blitz was on.
I mean, it's been great play calling. They're selling out on the short situations, and then 5+ yards, they're backing up. Hand off on a 3rd down and 2. Oh, beautiful spin move by Snyder. Put him in the spin cycle. 1st down for Baltimore. Huge run there. That one was important.
Oh, very important. Very important. But even if they don't do anything on this drive, they still have plenty of time. They just need to get their composure and run their offense.
1st down at the 35, and again, no receivers. The handoff goes to Snyder around the left-hand side, and Elliott Snyder, again, 9 yards on the 1st down run. That seems to be a regular for him.
Now would be a good time for a little play action and going deep.
And the pressure has subsided a little bit on Dazzo.
Right.
It hasn't been as ferocious because they've been trying to contain Snyder. You're absolutely right. As quick as to the bottom of the screen, looks like in man coverage. Out that top of the screen on a 2nd and 1, they're going to throw, and they're going to throw deep, and the pass is going to be incomplete with double cover down the field. It's 3rd down and 1.
I would have liked to have seen him under center and then play action.
Do you think that's, we looked at the stats at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we noticed that Quick and Outdat have a combined 7 receptions on 15 targets.
Right.
Clearly, Orlando is playing the football rather well today.
Extremely well.
3rd down and 1 at the 44. Does Orlando sell out here against the run? They've got 7 in the box, and they all hang around. But Snyder again with the muscles gets the first down at the 49. 145 yards on the ground today for Snyder.
Snyder's a hard man to stop if you don't cover every gap, and as you saw there, Orlando was playing straight up defense, no blitz or anything.
If this is the first time you're watching an SFL game, we hope you are enjoying yourselves. Please follow the channel, the Twitch channel, as Dazzo goes deep and that pass is nearly intercepted. Please follow the channel, twitch.tv/SimulationFL. Tell your friends, tweet it out, do whatever you have to do to send us over the edge. I'm not sure what over the edge is, but yeah,
I'm not either.
Yeah, get us some more views. We are exhausting ourselves clearly as I can't finish sentences.
That last throw by Dazzo, I didn't understand that.
And why is that? What were you looking at?
There was nothing but coverage there.
2nd and 10 at the 49 for Baltimore as Dazzo will drop the throw again. Dazzo needs to get it out of his hands. That pass is incomplete, and he needed to float it over the top of the defense that time. Didn't do it. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, there are times when Dazzo looks just absolutely brilliant, and then there are times like that throw and the throw before, you're kind of wondering what's on his mind.
3rd down and 10 at the Baltimore 49. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Dazzo's going to throw it here. First 3rd and long in a long time for the Crabs. He's going to go deep down the field, and the pass is... they said he was out of bounds. Quick made the catch. Might we see a challenge here?
I think I would challenge that. That was a very good throw.
Great throw right over the defense. And we are going to see a challenge.
The Crabs are challenging.
Orlando was in a man coverage then, and Dazzo saw that.
It's 4th down for the time being. Remember, I believe the rule is, because All-Pro can be a little finicky, 1 foot inbounds. Oh, he's got
that
2
looked
feet
like
inbounds.
2 feet.
That's a catch. That's a first down, Crabs.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made
that's what I thought.
Out of bounds.
And Baltimore's got the first down. They win the challenge. They are not charged with a timeout. Big challenge there for Baltimore, and that could be a momentum-changing play with 9:41 remaining.
I think Dazzo is starting to see some things in that Orlando defense that he can exploit.
First down at the 26-yard line of the Intimidators. I formation, the handoff goes to Snyder. Snyder, no gain.
Wow.
And nobody touched the Gold Star linebacker, Stephen Lambert.
That right there is a prescription to send Snyder to the sidelines hurt.
2nd down and 10 at the 26. 3 receivers. Baltimore desperate for some type of points on this drive as Dazzo, all the blitz is picked up. Dazzo steps up in the pocket and slides down for a 4-yard gain. Don't want to force it, just take off and run.
That was a very smart play on Dazzo's part. You don't want to force it downfield, but at the same time, you also want him to get down and slide as he did, because that is a ferocious Orlando defense.
And I thought he was going to step into a sack, but a nice job seeing the vision of the pocket. 3rd down and 6 from the 22. Out of the shotgun is Dazzo. Back to pass. And he steps up again in the pocket. Throws off his foot. The pass is caught. Touchdown! He pulled a Matsumoto. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 7-point game.
That was awesome.
It's like deja vu in the opposite direction.
Right, here we go.
Dazzo flings it to the middle of the field behind the tight end, and he made the catch anyway.
That was probably the best throw of the game for either quarterback.
(30-23) with 8:35 to go. The Crabs have not been squished yet. And the extra point, this one a perfect snap, and the kick is good. And it's Orlando 30, Baltimore 24 as the sun begins to dip down a little bit here at Wayland Corporate.
The Baltimore faithful has been rewarded, and now the Baltimore defense needs to step up, get a stop. Let's get a tie here. Take this game on to the finale.
And you look back at that 3 straight passes in the red zone for Orlando and getting the field goal instead of the touchdown from the 9-yard line. Orlando up to the 28.
Like I said, that could come back to haunt Orlando.
$8:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time for an SFL game, let me tell you.
Right, way too much time. But let's see what the Baltimore defense can do here with Mr. Zach Attack Parker.
First and 10 at the 28, and the defensive line shifts from right to left. 4 down linemen and 8 in the box for Baltimore. 2 receivers to the outside. Left-hand side, Matsumoto to pass. He's going to check it down. The pass is caught. That's Perez. 3-yard gain, and he's not flashy. He doesn't have a touchdown this year, but he's sure-handed, that's for sure.
I'm still perplexed by Orlando's play calling right now.
Second down, 7 yards to go. They have kind of strayed away from Parker, and maybe he's tired. He's up. He's getting close to 30 carries. They might be trying to save him as Zach Parker picks up 3, and Eddie Gage smacks him down. And that's a tackle that Gage wasn't making earlier in this game.
Right.
At 252 yards, Parker may be a little winded.
That could be it. There could be some fatigue there.
3rd down and 4. I mean, they know they're going to need him later. You just never know, but you got to think that you pound it, as soon as possible if it's working for you. And on a 3rd and 4, they're going to hand it off to Zach Parker, and nobody touched him for about 8 yards.
Right. That's what they should have done earlier, and that's what they need to continue to do here. Conversely, Baltimore needs to sell out, especially whenever Matsumoto is under center. They need to sell out and commit to stopping Parker, because so far today they have yet to do it.
Looking at that play again, Henry Hittner had a lane, and he just sort of got blocked out of the play. Could have called a flag for that, for a block in the back.
They could have.
1st and 10 of the 41, 4 receivers, 3 to the short side right, and Matsumoto drops the throw. Matsumoto is running out of time, and a great job getting off the block was Henry Hittner, who says, if you're not going to throw a penalty, I'm just going to charge right in there with some force.
That was almost a fumble.
Yeah, Baltimore, surprised they didn't, I guess it was ruled an incomplete pass, so they couldn't look at it.
Yeah, they ruled it incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. Matsumoto will pass again, deep, a jump ball into double coverage, incomplete. Joe Lynn on the coverage, and it's 3rd and long for Orlando.
I think they finally heard you. They double covered Allen then.
Yeah. It's about time somebody listened to me.
Right.
3rd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Although owners might tell you that there's a reason why I'm not an owner and just a commentator. 3rd down and 10, trips to the right-hand side for Orlando, and 3 down linemen for Baltimore, who nearly jumped offside there. 8 on the play clock. Down to 7. Matsumoto to pass for a 3rd straight time. Matsumoto's pass is into double coverage and nearly intercepted by Lynn. It's 4th down with still over half the quarter to go.
I like the adjustments the Baltimore defense has made, especially when it comes to Allen.
And that pass, I believe, was intended for Allen again, and again he was double covered. 4th down. This is going to result in, again, pretty bad field position for Baltimore. But at least they get the ball back with a chance to take the lead here. Playing a brilliant 4th quarter, trying to come back. At one point they were down 27-10. They have outscored Orlando 14-3 since that point. And it'll be 1st down at the 22. Not as bad a field position as I was expecting, so good job there by Baltimore's return team.
Now, Dazzle, I believe he discovered something in the last series insofar as the coverage is concerned for Orlando. So let's see if he can continue to exploit that Orlando secondary.
First and 10 of the 22. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, split to either side behind Dazzo. 4 down linemen for Orlando, and Dazzo's going to drop the throw. Dazzo's got time, lots of time. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Outdat and Lacoste. Boy,
wow.
Bumping to the extreme down there. That one was
that was close.
Tightly contested.
Right. That there could have been a flag on that one.
And these corners have sort of built a reputation. You know, they're not the biggest guys,
but they're very physical.
Yeah.
Very physical.
Very physical secondary here in Orlando. Second and 10 from the 22. No receivers, 2 backs. They're likely going to run. They do run to Snyder, left-hand side. Elliott Snyder, beautiful move. Back inside and then back outside for gain, 3rd down.
Very good call again. Orlando was set in a zone. I would imagine they're going to go man here. 3rd and short.
3rd down, 3 at the 29. The 3rd and short situations for Baltimore's offense has been the storyline of this game. There is 7 in the box for Orlando. I formation, the handoff goes to Snyder, and he is going to not get the first down. The first down saving tackle made by corner Rodney Woods. My goodness, excuse me. Have you ever seen 2 corners make so many tackles on a running back?
Very good. Very good tackles. They wrap tackle. They do what we were taught in school, form tackling.
4th down and 1, and Baltimore has to punt it away. And Orlando will return from the 31, and not much space there up to the 35-yard line. So the Intimidators, with a 6-point lead, trying to advance to the SFL Championship game for the 2nd time. They won it last winter, a 42-24 victory over the Oklahoma City Renegades in that game.
Still plenty of time for Baltimore, though.
The Crabs trying to get their first playoff win in team history after losing to San Francisco in the first round at home last year. I formation for Matsumoto. Back to pass over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Again, well defended. That was Hittner on Perez.
And again, that surprises me. With 5 minutes left in the game, why are you even throwing the ball? You have a man who's almost gotten 1,000 yards rushing in this game, and you pass the ball.
Maybe they're out thinking themselves.
I do believe so.
Yeah, thinking that Baltimore is going after the run, and really Baltimore is just matching up to what Orlando's giving them. As Matsumoto dropped to throw, he throws it short. That pass caught by Allen. A 5-yard gain, and the Crabs will give him that.
Oh yeah, this defense. They'd love for them to continue to do this.
Matsumoto and Dazzo now over 200 yards passing today. Matsumoto not a passing touchdown in this one. Parker has all 3 on the ground. 3rd down and 5 at the 39-yard line. A field goal would push this to a 2-score game. Trips to the right-hand side. Play action on 3rd down and 5. And the pass is overthrown. Looking for Parker in the flat. And Matsumoto just whiffed it. And it's 4th down again for Orlando. Unbelievable.
That was some puzzling play calling right there. Very puzzling.
So if you were a coach of an SFL team, would you ground and pound, or would you go aerial attack? What's your strategy?
I'm aerial attack.
So you're going that, Matsumoto's just trying to play for you, I guess, with all his throws here late. 21, Baltimore up to the 25-yard line, 4:47.
Well, if he played for me, he'd have to be Rocco.
Hey, everybody wants to be like Rocco. Minneapolis Maulers and the Honolulu Legends coming up next. Rocco Marconi this year. Keep in mind he played 8 games. 5,141 yards, 56 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. 81% completion rate.
Unreal.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 3 receivers for Baltimore. They trail by 6. Another nail-biter between the Crabs and the Intimidators. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo's pocket is collapsing. And who got out there? Makes the play for the 1st down, Crabs. He continues to come up in big moments for this team today.
Yeah, Dazzo, they've been giving him that when they're in zone. Those little intermediate passes like that, he's finding those gaps.
1st and 10 at the 36. A swing out to Snyder, needs to make a man miss. He can't do it, and the tackle made by Rodney Woods.
Mr. Woods has been bringing the wood today.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd down and 11. The bad news for the Crabs is that the clock is ticking down to 4 minutes to go, still time, but you never know how many possessions you're going to get.
Right.
2nd down, 11 from the 35 out of the shotgun. The pass from Dazzo. He's in a bit of trouble, and he goes down, sacked. And the Crabs are running no huddle. 3rd down and 17. A major play in this game. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo looking, fires deep, and it is knocked away. 4th down, Rodney Woods makes the play.
Wow. Once again, Orlando was in man. Dazzo has been having a very tough time when they're in man, with the exception of that touchdown, which was a great route run by the runner, by the wide receiver.
You think Rodney Woods has earned his check this year?
Oh, I do believe so.
My goodness, I mean, he has been sensational today as Orlando right now. Now, if they don't run here, they really are tempting fate. The punt is away. Orlando will return from their 35. And a nice open field tackle at the 38-yard line.
And pretty decent field position.
So here we go.
Now, if I'm Orlando, I run the ball, try to get in field goal range, kick the field goal, ball game.
First, and you got Mr. Automatic out there. That's why he's on this team.
Right.
You know, it's tough to say I'm going to spend a spot on a kicker, but you know, in situations like these, it could really help him out. The handoff goes to Zach Parker, picks up a great block around the left-hand side, and Parker's got a 1st down to the 38. I told you they were saving.
Right. And as I said, Parker is a workhorse back. 4th quarter comes, it's Parker time.
284 yards for Zach Parker in the playoff game. That is a career high for Parker in terms of the postseason. Now 1st and 10 at the 38, down to 3:06 to go. And I formation. Under 3 to play now, as Matsumoto is taking a lot of time off the clock. And the handoff goes to Parker, and this time the Crabs stuff him as Joe Lynn comes up to make the play, a 2-yard loss. And, you know, we've seen that Baltimore Crab defense. You saw it again on that play. They're shifting opposite. Why is that?
That is a question that we'd have to pose to the D coordinator, Ramos Lynn. They're shifting away from the play.
I don't remember seeing that
I don't either.
much of the season at all. 3 backs in the backfield, and Orlando's just going to continue to run some more clock. Down to 2:20 to go. There's 9 on the play clock. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. They're just outside of field goal range. They're going to hand it off to Parker, and Parker cannot make the man miss. That man was Kenneth Lyons. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 at the 2-minute warning, and Baltimore still has some hope on the next play. We're at 2 minutes. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Baltimore Crab Radio Network. Your home to the Crab Call. This is 96.1 WBCR The Drive, Baltimore. 3rd down and 13 at the Crab 41. Orlando needs about 8 yards to get into Franklin Reese's field goal range. 4 receivers, Matsumoto to pass. Matsumoto's pass is caught for a 1st down. Thomas Gunner with the catch, and it might have just put Orlando in the title game.
That might have done it, Jet, right there.
What a clutch throw from Matsumoto with the pocket bearing down. Eddie Gage makes the tackle, but it might be too little too late. They can still get the ball back with holding them on the next 3 plays, but there's not going to be a lot of time left.
No, but Matsumoto has been outstanding today.
I formation, clock stopped with 1:56 to go, and the Baltimore Crabs are facing elimination for the second straight year as Parker lost 2 yards and the Crabs called timeout. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. Ladies and gentlemen, the second game of the SFL doubleheader, the Minneapolis Maulers and the Honolulu Legends, will begin at 7:30 Central Time. 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the SFL Network. Find out who's going to be playing either Orlando or Baltimore. Can't call it quite yet. In the SFL Championship game, that is coming up next. Right here on the SFL Network on Twitch on a 2nd down and 12. The handoff goes to Parker, and Parker is going to be stopped. A 1-yard loss. The Crabs are out of timeouts. 3rd down and 13. If you're the Intimidators, do you run clock and kick a field goal because you're right on the edge of field goal range, or do you try to throw it and ice it?
I'd run clock and try to get within field goal range and just, well, you got Mr. Automatic as your field goal kicker, Reese.
I mean, you never know. I mean, he could miss one. I mean, you just never know. 3rd down and 13, 4 receivers. Orlando is going to pass, and Matsumoto is going to go down the middle, and it's an incomplete pass. Joe Dazzo nearly had an interception, and that would have totally turned the game on its head. Instead, Franklin Reese can come out and nearly put the dagger on it.
Dazzo's probably wondering where to stick him when you need it.
Joe Dazzo, not necessarily a guy that gets a lot of interceptions. He's not known to be that type of a player, more of a stopper on the outside. This is a 47-yard field goal for Franklin Reese. His long this season is 47 yards. A 47-yard kick for Franklin Reese for the right hash mark, and the field goal is good for Orlando, and Franklin Reese celebrates on the ground. There's still a minute 41 left thanks to that incomplete pass. Onside kick, still a chance.
Baltimore still has an outside chance, but they're going to have to score, and they're going to have to score quick.
Ono Matsumoto, the first down pass at Thomas Gunner. Franklin Reese, the kick. Clutch plays are made by winning teams in this league. And, Zach Parker's had a great day. I think about giving the player of the game to Rodney Woods. He's been phenomenal in shutting down Nick T. Quick.
He has been off, as they say, the chain.
Baltimore will only get to the 21-yard line. A great kickoff from Franklin Reese.
How ironic would it be for the Crabs to score quick, too quick?
Yeah, 33 to 24. Is that irony?
Okay.
I don't know if it's irony.
I don't either.
Somebody smarter than us can tell us in the chat later, and we probably won't see it because it'll just.
Yeah, we're probably about to be corrected anyway.
Snyder, 27 carries, $154. He's not going to get many looks on this drive, I don't believe. First and 10 at the 21. Baltimore's backs are against the wall with no timeouts remaining. He'll swing it out to Snyder. He's going to have to make a play or miss, but he's going to be shoved out of bounds. No gain. Not the end of the world, but it burned about 6 seconds off the clock.
Very smart play on his part. Use that stiff arm from hell to get out of bounds.
And I think he was even a little surprised that he got the ball in that situation. Dazzo must have not seen anything open again, and that's been the problem all day.
Yeah, those corners back there, they've just been brilliant. And here they go again.
And thinking about if Minneapolis gets into the championship game having to face these type of corners, they're red hot right now. 2nd and 10 from the 21. At the backfield, 5 wide receiver set as Quick drops to throw. Quick is going to fire down the middle of the field. That pass incomplete. And I can't believe they didn't call interference. It looked like they knocked them over.
Oh, my goodness.
It was hard to tell. The pass was intended for Albright. He might have just dove into the defender, but that was very, very close.
Right, very close.
3rd down and 10. Just 2 plays left potentially in the Crabs season. Again, empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set. Orlando holding a 9-point lead as Dazzo drops to throw down the middle of the field. The pass is dropped. He dropped it down the middle, and it's 4th and 10, and the Crabs are falling apart.
Oh, yeah, that was... Hit him in the wrong place with the ball. Hit him in the hands.
I mean, that gets you to midfield. I mean, wow. Just unbelievable, and that's probably the third or fourth drop we've seen out of a Crab receiver
Right.
today.
Fortunately for him, they're in Baltimore. He'd be walking home.
4th and 10 at the 21. This is it for Dazzo and the Crabs. Back to pass. Dazzo going deep down the field. It's caught by Quick. Another 4th down miracle between these two teams. No huddle offense for the Crabs. Unbelievable. Dazzo back to throw. He's going down the middle.